Hey, I'm Chef Danny. Welcome to the My Food, My Way official YouTube page. Make sure that you like my videos and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so that you're getting alerted of all new content. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite meals, beef and broccoli. You can use any kind of beef that you have. Today I'm using petite sirloin. I got this from the market and it looked very fresh, so I wanted to give it a try. When you're selecting meat, you want to look for a good marble. Marble is the fat that's in between the protein, and that's going to allow for extra layers of flavor when you're cooking your beef. Again, these were on sale for, I believe, $16.99. So we'll be able to eat beef and broccoli this evening for under $5 per person, which if you've had takeout at any traditional Chinese restaurant, it costs at least double that. Okay, so to start, you want to grab a cutting board and then prepare your meat slices. To get them as tender as possible, you have to slice them against the grain, and I'll give you a few examples of what that looks like. Here I place my meat and then I slice it against the grain. You can see the grains going up and down, and I'm slicing the opposite way. So when it cooks, it's actually going to get very tender and very juicy, and you'll see later on in the video. Here are some more examples of slicing against the grain. You want to try to get these pieces as thin as possible so that they cook evenly and quickly. I like to wear gloves anytime that I'm handling raw meat, so that way I don't have to continuously wash my hands in between handling other food items. So the next part you'll see is I remove my gloves and then I'm chopping up some broccoli. Fresh broccoli is going to be the best, so that way it doesn't cook down and get mushy in your crock pot. Now that we have our broccoli and our beef prepped and ready for cooking, we're going to add in some minced garlic into our slow cooker. And once that starts to brown, you can add your beef right on top of that. I'm using my Ninja Foodi Dual Crisp 9-in-1 Instant Pot. This allows me to sear my garlic and my beef before I actually slow cook. Next, you want to add in about a cup of low sodium beef broth. This is going to help develop that sauce that we're all used to, along with about a half a cup of low sodium soy sauce. Once that's all mixed in, you can add your brown sugar. I'm using 1/2 a cup of light brown sugar, but if you want a darker sauce, just use dark brown sugar. To help balance out the sweetness, we're going to add in some sriracha. Just use as much or as little as you'd like. Lastly, you want to add in 3 tablespoons of toasted sesame seed oil and just give that a stir until everything is combined. We're going to add in some chopped green onions and then cook on low for about 3 to 3.5 hours until the beef is tender. Once the meat is tender, you can add in your fresh broccoli and give that a stir. We're just going to cook this down for about another 20 to 30 minutes on low. The most asked question I get about this recipe is how I get the beef so tender. By cutting it against the grain, it'll be fall apart and juicy just like this. If you like a thicker sauce, remove 2 tablespoons of the cooking liquid and then add that to 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. That'll make you a little slurry, and you can add that to make your sauce thicker. I just want to take a moment and thank you all for your continued support and let you know that if you do want more content, then make sure you please hit subscribe and also hit the notification bell. That lets you know as soon as I post any new content, it'll come straight to your notifications. All right, we're going to finish it up with just one more scoop of that steamed jasmine rice, and then we're going to make a well in the center. I like to do that so that way the plate itself holds more meat without the juices running all over the plate. You can add as much or as little beef and broccoli as you'd like, but I like a lot, so we're going to add a couple more scoops in here. And then as you add the last couple of scoops on top, you just want to take a little bit of that cooking liquid and just drizzle it right on top of the beef to give you a little bit of that extra sauce that we're all used to and love. I think that I totally forgot to mention this meal is going to feed 4 to 6 people comfortably, meaning you'll be able to come back for leftovers if you're still hungry. When I made this beef and broccoli dish, it lasted me for about 3 or 4 days. Only because, I'm single, so I don't have a whole family to cook for. But my point being is that if you do have a family to cook for, this will feed all you guys comfortably, and you may even have leftovers the next day. Here I am just drizzling some more of that beautiful sauce right on top. Just a little bit more because we like it saucy. And then to serve, I usually just put on a little bit more green onions along with some toasted sesame seeds. It just helps for the presentation. It really isn't for the flavor. And that's it, y'all. My beef and broccoli at home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more content.